Dramatic new testimony from Oscar Pistorius' longtime sports physician, Wayne Derman, describing the Blade Runner's deep sense of helplessness as a possible factor in the shooting of his girlfriend, Riva Steenkamp. Okay, on what this means for Oscar Pistorius, John Manuelian, criminal defense attorney, and Whitney Bone, trial attorney. So it got pretty heated there. And so you have the doctor as well as a professor of sport and exercise medicine at the University of Cape Town trying to testifying for defense, saying that Pistorius' disabilities contributed to stress and anxiety. John, I start with you. Is this position going to fly with the judge?
I think so, because in order to understand whether or not Pistorius actually wanted to kill Riva Steenkamp, you have to understand his situation. He was disabled. He was brought up to think that everything in life is a danger by his mother. This is exactly what the accounts of the psychiatrists state in the reports and in the testimony. So it's a subjective belief. So long as the judge, Masipa, subjectively believed or believes that Oscar Pistorius in his mind thought that there was an intruder, this may be a defense. And remember, Arthel, the name of the game is exactly the same burden of proof as in America. It's reasonable doubt, which is a very high standard. So the allegations and suspicions are there. The question is whether the burden of proof has been proven by the prosecution in this case.
Okay, so, and of course, we don't want to be insensitive to all people with disabilities. We want to stick with Pistorius here. And look, he's one of the fastest runners in the world. He has a macho public image. So when you explore the psychology of Pistorius, how does his persona come into play?
Well, again, you have to, in order to understand this case, you have to understand the mindset of a disabled person, a double amputee, and what he felt at the time of the incident. Remember, it all goes to his subjective belief and whether his actions and belief was reasonable. There's nothing to indicate that he wanted to kill his girlfriend. All of those texts, Arthel, and emails, there's just one or two things that the prosecution is taking out and cherry-picking to show the judge that he had a motive to kill. But in the grand scheme of it, if you think about it, all you have is a double amputee that basically thought he was in danger and his life was threatened, and instead of a flight or fight risk, he stood there and battled the ground. And that's not unreasonable given the circumstances that you or I, if we had no legs, we would do the same thing. Whitney, so I think he's going to be found not guilty because of that.
Whitney Bone, John Manuelian, thank you very much to both of you.
Thank you.